We are back, baby. So it's been a long time with the move. Getting the internet on took a long time. We're out in the boonies. But we are back. So we're gonna start uploading these videos every single day once again. And yeah, let's go. So here we have Bitcoin on the 1 hour. So basically, I mean, this thing popped off. You did have your downtrend there for a while. All the way since almost 24,800, and came back down. Then you had your multi-crossover of these moving averages, which lets you know to go long. You had quite the move right there. Right now you are being held down by the 21. All your major moving averages do have positive slopes though. RSI riding the top of that bearish control zone. If we do get below this neutral median line and enter into this bearish control zone, I would expect a pullback, probably past the 50, possibly down to 23,400. All right, MACD riding that zero line right now, coming down. We are having a pullback, but your negative momentum is decreasing. So you had your pullback from 26,500. 26,500 is where we got to. BBWP is trending down as of now, so we could go sideways a little bit, being held in between the 21 and the 50. So let's go to the 4 hour. Alright, so here on your 4 hour, did find some resistance up here at about 26k. Alright, but you are having your multi-moving average crossover on the 4 hour. Maybe we come down to 23,700 for the pullback and then continue up. Basically, if you break 26k, if you break 26k, you're probably going to go to 28. All right, your RSI looks like it's trying to leave that bullish control zone below your signal line right now. Like I said, you could have this pullback to 23,700. MACD looks like it's trying to get that fresh cross to the downside, or if this is a retest, we'll probably continue going to the upside. Positive momentum is decreasing though. BBWP finally broke the moving average, having both a negative slope. So like I said, little sideways, maybe to the downside, 23,700 at least, and then we'll come back to it. Alright, so here on your daily, for your order blocks, you did hit a double, actually a triple bearish supply block. I mean, you got all the way up there, got rejected at 26,500, came back down pretty hard to 24,700. All right, now we're kind of at an inflection point. Now, one thing I do want to say, today's analysis might not mean much because we have that data coming out today. So it's going to create some massive volatility. You're going to know what the trend is, either to the downside or the upside. If we do go to the downside, that 23,700 mark comes in almost to the bottom of this order block. Now, we did create a lower high, so we are operating on lower highs, lower lows still. All right, and this is on the daily. Stochastic exiting that oversold, overbought region. Crossing its signal line to the downside. If this thing continues, like I said, I would expect this pullback. All right, at least to 23,700. All right, so yeah, I mean, basically, here we go. If you break 26k, 28k is in the cards. Now, if you start breaking these moving averages in this VPVR line right here at 22,400, I would expect a retest of the lows at about 19,900, possibly even 20k. Yeah, probably at least 20k, maybe 2,100, anywhere from 2,100 to 19,900. I would expect a retest of the lows if we break 22,400, 22,300. All right, and that's basically it. I mean, pretty short update today. We're waiting on this data. So we're going to find out what happens next. Oh, your POC actually comes in at 22,400, which is the 100 SMA on your 4 hour. So let's move on to Ethereum. Ethereum, similar story right now. We're having some inflection up there at that 1685. we've had that line drawn for a while. We are below that again. So if we break the 21 and the POC point of control on the VPVR at about 1640, probably going to come down to 1600, then 1570. You break 1570, you're probably going to come down and retest the lows at about 1385. You break 1385, next stop would be 1230. With a huge bounce, probably at 1325, and then we'll come back to it. You are exiting the bullish control zone on the RSI below your signal line. MACD, pretty fresh cross to the downside, but we need some follow through. You are starting to get a dark red bar on your histogram right now. Your positive momentum is decreased all the way, but your BBWP and your moving average both have negative slopes. So like I said, little sideways down to the right, possibly get this pullback. Basically, story is 1780 to the upside, probably gonna hit 1900. All right, you break the POC at 1565, you're probably gonna test these lows, 1385. All right, pretty short update. Let's go to Solana. Solana looking weaker here. Get rejected from the 200. Still in a downtrend. Lower highs, lower lows. RSI has exited the bullish control zone. All right, so we got rejected actually from the bullish control zone 3 times below your signal line. MACD testing that signal line right now. Positive momentum is decreased all the way to the 0 line on the histogram. If we do get this cross, get this follow through, and break this last low on the MACD, I would expect us to work our way down to that 0 line, and I would expect us to retest these lows at 1665 region. All right, basically, if you break this last high at 2203, I would expect you to come all the way up to 2450. You break the 50 at about 1985. Like I said, would expect you to retest these lows. You break the lows, next stop 1325. All right. And I mean, that's basically it. Thanks for everybody for sticking around, while I've been gone. I will be more active now in the Discord. We will be uploading these videos every single day. And I wish everyone well. Have a great morning, have a great evening, have a great afternoon. And I will see you tomorrow.